Hola. Our class today is about direct object pronouns. Before we start, I would like you to pause the video a little bit and analyze these 4 sentences that I have here and tell me what is the subject, the verb, and the direct object of each sentence. Okay, now let's do it together. I want that skirt. I would be the subject because it's the person or the thing that is performing the action. Want would be the verb, the action. And when I say I want, I ask the question, I want what? That skirt. So that skirt, this chunk here, would be the direct object. Okay? Direct objects generally answer the question what, who, or whom. Okay? So let's try to test each one of these sentences. Peter bought some shoes. Peter would be the subject, bought the action or the verb. So Peter bought what? Some shoes. So this chunk here, some shoes, would be the direct object. Mary called me. Mary is the subject, called is the verb. So Mary called whom? She called me. Me would be the direct object. I don't understand you. I would be the subject. Don't understand would be the verb in the negative form. I don't understand whom? You. You would be the direct object. Well, let's understand what a direct object pronoun is. Direct object pronouns take the place of the direct object in a sentence. For example, instead of saying, I want that skirt, you can say, I want it. So that it substitutes skirt. Okay? That skirt. It's very important that from now on, you use direct object pronouns to avoid being repetitive and to sound more natural. Native speakers use direct object pronouns a lot to avoid repeating the noun over and over. Direct object pronouns in English are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. And the direct object pronouns in Spanish are me, te, lo, la, nos, los, las. Let's say one more time. Me, te, lo, la, nos, los, las. So me would be like me, te, you informal, lo, him or it, la, her or it. And lo and la could also be used for you formal, okay? Nos, us, los, them, or you all, las, the same thing, them or you all. Let's see some examples. Llamé a la agente de viajes ayer. So I'm saying I called the travel agent yesterday, okay? But I can also say I called her. So in Spanish, I called her, that la agente de viajes would be the direct object. I can say la llamé ayer. Mostramos las identificaciones. We showed the IDs. We show them. So them substitutes las identificaciones, and in Spanish, since it's feminine and plural, we are going to use las mostramos. Now, if you analyze this translation from English to Spanish, you will notice that the position of the direct object pronouns in Spanish is totally different from English. In Spanish, when you have a conjugated verb like llamé, mostramos, you conjugated those verbs, you need to place the direct object pronoun in front of the verb, before the verb, okay? While in English, you say, I called her, in Spanish, that her needs to be placed before the conjugated verb. La llamé, las mostramos. This is very different, and this is when most students make mistakes. Well, sometimes you're going to have an option. Whenever you have a verb that is in the infinitive form, you are going to have the option of placing it before the conjugated verb, because when you have a verb in the infinitive form, you have two verbs in the sentence. One is conjugated, the other one is in the infinitive form. Or you can attach the direct object pronoun to the end of the infinitive, forming one word. Let's see some examples first before the conjugated verb. ¿Cuándo compraste la falda? La compré hace 5 días. So when did you buy the skirt? I bought it. Remember, you have to place it before the conjugated verb. 5 days ago. Isabel, ¿tienes mi suéter? Isabel, do you have my sweater? No, I don't have it. Now, this verb is conjugated. Remember, you have to place it before the conjugated verb. So you say, no lo tengo. But look at this sentence. ¿Quieres comprar esa falda? Here, how many verbs do you have? 1, 2 verbs, okay? This one is conjugated. This one is in the infinitive form. So now it's the only time that you have an option. You can place it before the conjugated verb, this one. So I can say, sí, la quiero comprar. Yes, I want to buy it, placing before the conjugated verb. Or I can attach to the verb in the infinitive form, forming one word. Same question. ¿Quieres comprar esa falda? Sí, quiero comprarla, forming one long word. Both ways are correct and very much used, but just to avoid confusion, this is the form that we are going to use the most before the conjugated verb, because then you keep just one rule in your mind. For now, at least for now. Let's see some more examples. No te entiendo. I don't understand you. So understand is conjugated, you place before the verb. Or I can say, quieren llevarnos. This verb is in the infinitive form since I have 2 verbs. So I just decided to attach it to the verb in the infinitive form. But I could have said, nos quieren llevar al centro. When the pronoun replaces both a masculine and a feminine direct object noun, we use los. Because remember, whenever you have a mix of gender, you always use the masculine form. For example, ¿cuándo compraste la falda y el vestido? Here you have feminine and masculine. Use the masculine form, of course, in the plural form because you're talking about 2 items. Los compré el sábado. Well, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you review this video if necessary. Adios!